Hello and welcome back to my classic plans. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at what I've got lined up for 2026. It's exciting and yet a little scary because I'm changing it up. So, I've tried so many planners in the past. Happy Planner, of course, Kelva Plan. I've tried so many. I love the disc bound system. It's easy to take off, put on, customize all the things I want to do. If my planner gets too heavy during the year, I can take stuff out and leave it at home. So I love a disc bound system. Let's just start with that. This I'm feeling purple this year. So this cut planner cover is from Kelva Plan, and I love it. The discs are from, I think these are Happy Planner actually. No, they're not. I believe these are also, I'm so sorry, but they're either Kelva Plan or I don't think they're Live Love Posh, but they could be. Anyway, let's just dive right in. This is actually the second planner I've picked up. The first one scared me. I'm going to use it, but it scared me. So we're going to go with this one. And I'll show you what I mean. So this year I've decided to go with Plum Paper. They have a really beautiful selection of layouts. And what I liked is that I was able to customize the layouts so that Saturday, it's a Monday start on not only the weekly spread, but also the monthly spread so that my weekends are together. So if I go away or have plans or do something, I can actually block those weekends off. I'll show you what I mean. But, they have so many covers. I thought this one went great with the cover option. I'll obviously fill this in. The paper is very, very, very smooth. However, I can see a little bit through the page. So it feels thick and it feels smooth, but I can see some like bleed through, even though it's not a marker, it's printed, from the reverse side. So I'm not sure if that's gonna drive me crazy. We'll see when I start using some ink on it. I'm gonna probably stick to some gel pens. We'll see how it goes. I'm more concerned about stickers, but we'll talk about that. Again, I just love the clean, minimalistic look. They have options where you can have colors and things like that, but I went plain because I do like to decorate with stickers and washi and all that fun stuff. The yearly calendars, again, because I wanted it that way, have a Monday start in the monthlies. So that my weekends are together. You can order it absolutely with a Sunday start. That's an option. And I liked these pages so that I can put, special dates, or maybe I want to track, I don't know, some other milestones in my life. So I thought these were really fun. I love the lines. Makes it a little neater. And then there were also these boxes that were not labeled that could be ideas, plans, and goals. So if I didn't want to do it by month, I could say my goal for, I don't know, retirement savings, or my goal for, refreshing things in my house, home improvements. This could be fitness. So I can do different areas of my life. I'm thinking about the Moxie Life. I don't know if I'm saying it. Makes a Life, Moxie Life. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but they've got that wheel in the quiz where you fill in and you figure out what area of your life needs help and what you should focus on. You could use this for those kinds of things. So, one is about like, oh, I want to get out and be more social. I want to, go on vacations more. You get the point. Again, I love the minimalistic look. Minimalistic. So here's kind of what I was started mapping out, but you get these, it's almost like the page opposite a dashboard when you first own it. So that's what's on the divider. And I thought I love it because it's got a roadmap kind of, but at the same time, I'm free to do whatever I want to it. So I was kind of thinking of using this section as like, you know, remember to do stuff. This box could be great for a quote or decor. Same with these. This could be decor or to do and things like that. This with the lines I thought was perfect for a brain dump, anything that happens during the month that I can, you know, just jot down. And then when I say chores to do, obviously you can list them out here, but what I've done in the past, and I'm going to show you what I've done this year, this is for upcoming November, is I have all these stickers. And if you haven't seen my book on how I store my video on how I store stickers, take a look at that because it's a little embarrassing, but I have a lot of stickers. This was a Kelva Plan monthly pages that were available, and so I use it. I check things off during the month that I want to get done, but also I have all these stickers for household things and personal self-care things that I want to do. So I put them down here. I try to pull the ones that match. And as I go through the month, I'll check off and write the date of when I rotated the mattress, when I changed the air filters, when I washed the comforter, not change the sheets because I do that more often, but change the smoke detector batteries. That's when I usually do it in November. So that's what I think I want to do in this section, or I can fit it in this section. So I've got room to move things around, but you know, when I first saw the the blank pages, you get like shock, like, oh my gosh, what do I do here? But there's plenty to do. So then you move into the monthly spread, and this was great. Plum Paper gives you the options to have it lined. Again, I wanted it plain so that I could, you know, decorate it myself, fill things in myself, use some of my stickers. That's a goal. The other thing that I really loved about their layouts is they're dated. And again, I wanted the Monday start, so I don't have to redate. That was really annoying me, especially that when you use stickers in the same places throughout your planner, you get ridges. So every time I had to redate a monthly, I would obviously have to change these because in most books, Sunday is where Monday is. So I would have to constantly cover this up. And then you get like a mountain range when you put your, you know, close your planner because all the stickers for all the months are in the same spot. Drove me crazy. So I really, really appreciate that I was able to get a Monday start monthly. And the other thing that I love is that these boxes, let me get my ruler out, are also 1.5 inches wide by 1.5. So exactly the same size as Happy Planner and Kelva Plan. So the stickers will fit. Those monthly stickers will fit. Now, you know, between the planners, some of them have the date on the left side, some have on the right side, so you may need to rotate a box. You may even need to cut out a notch if it was a box that had wording in it where you can't turn it. But I do love that the size fits. As far as the pages, they are a little bit different than Happy Planner. This one is 7 inches wide. Well, actually that is the same, but when you order it, it's a little different. So the height is different. The height of these is not quite 9 inches. What is that? Those are 8s. So 7/8. It's 8 and 7/8. Whereas like Happy Planner, Kelva Plan is 9.25. So it is a little shorter. It fits in a Kelva Plan cover. Even when I close it, you know, if I put a pen in it, it's not squashing the tabs. So I'm good with it. And then I have a sidebar so I can do more, write in some more goals for the month or, you know, any call outs. this is handy. I've never used it before, but now I can because it's got the dates in the order that I like them. So I thought that was fine. So let's get into the weeklies. Oh, what I wanted to say was these are dated. And what I really love is that you can see Thursday is the first, and it's got like that dark gray, almost black color number for the date. But the lighter shade of gray, but still also dated, is for the previous month or the future month. And I really like that because, sometimes January, like December 31st, New Year's Eve, you kind of want to keep these days together. So instead of just having a blank, it's nice to just have the dates. And obviously the 31st and the 1st in December, January is a given, but there are some months where there's crossover and you just want to, keep track of it. So I thought that was great. And they do the same thing with the weekly spreads. So again, the light gray is for the previous month, so December, and then it moves into January. So fun. I chose not to have lines in this planner, just so I can decorate it. That was not my first option, and I'll show you that later, but because I did get a lined version and it freaked me out a little because I'm not used to that. But I want to push myself. So I'll show you the other planner next. I do like that there's this like room for top 3 or 3 things to track, your biggest priorities for the day, or maybe it's steps, calories in, calories out, things like that. The to-do list on the side is lined. There are so many more options. Again, they have color options. They have horizontal. They have so many layouts. And on top of the layouts, you also have your choice of the Monday start or the Sunday start, things like that. So we'll see. But I just loved being able to pick what I want. And, we'll go for it. There's a little bit of a bleed through, a see-through happening. We'll find out, but I've already invested it. I've paid it, so I'm going to use it. And we'll just go through January. But it's clean. I like it. I like the vertical. I do kind of like the little space in between. At first, I wasn't convinced, but I kind of do because there's a little bit more room to separate. Again, if I wanted to highlight that this is a weekend, I can put some washi down the middle. Of course, I could do that in another planner, but this kind of gives you a little bit more space. And of course, the width is 1.5. It's kind of like, yeah, it's 1.5. So stickers will fit. I'm good with that. And even, I feel like these are maybe notes, but I could do notes here, or I can just, wipe that out and put a quote here, or do something else, or just put decor. There's flexibility, but I like it. And so that's the monthly. And again, here's the lighter gray to denote that this is February 1st. And I thought, take that away. And I thought this page I could just do as like a currently situation. And it's clean. I like that the dividers are clean. Of course, I can decorate them. Sure, why not? They also had some extra like accessory packs available. And I got a goal tracking sheet, which I thought was really fun. So it comes with enough sheets for the entire month, for the entire year, I should say. It's a monthly, this month's goal. And then there's mini goals to help me achieve this month's goal. Big things happening this month. A monthly phrase to live by. That's fun. I have a lot of quote stickers I could probably just put there. Steps I can take to have better self-care, be healthier, challenge myself, make myself proud. And on the reverse side, it's kind of like a reflection of the month. So this is the planning of the month and the goals, and this is the goal tracking reflections. So the past month in 3 words: fun, I hit my goal, yes, or no, but I will. What was the reason for my outcome? So I guess good, bad, ugly, super. You can write that in. What challenges did I face? A wellness scale, so you can, track happiness, calmness, productivity, health, energy, fulfillment. I feel like this is going to get me so much more on track. It's awesome. And well, I'll finish going through this, but my monthly favorite thing I did. So this is kind of like a currently section thing I did, act of kindness, place I went, thing that surprised me. So I don't even have stickers for these kinds of prompts for my currently. So I don't mind that this is here in addition to what I will use as a currently page. And then what can I improve on, right? Make it a lesson, something to learn, improve. I love that. Yeah, this is so much fun. I think it's really going to help me, feel like I'm getting my act together. Do we ever feel like we have our act together? No, but it's a goal. Anyway, so this will happen every month. And what I want to do is put this in my month, each month, versus having this in a separate section because I don't flip the page and I will lose it. And if I have to remember to keep flipping through different planners and different books, it's not going to work for me. So I'm going to keep this, maybe it goes right here. Not sure, because that's a brain dump. Maybe I want to write goals. So maybe it's the to-do and here are the goals. So you know what? I just made a decision. How about that? The other thing that I got was from Plum Paper, another accessory pack, is fitness. So I have tried a bunch of fitness and wellness planners. And again, to me, having to go through so many multiple sections and multiple things, I don't have the time sometimes. So I thought this was really handy dandy. It's a fitness tracker, and you get one sheet per month. There's water, what your goal is, what you actually did for the month, steps, sleep, workouts, vitamins, and calories. Now, I don't know if these are calories in or calories out. I guess I'll decide what that is. Like, do I want my goal to be 1,400 calories and what I actually ate? Or it's 1,400 per day, so I would have to multiply that by the number of days in that month. So that's kind of fun. And then the other things that it helps you track, and it's numbered from 1 to 31, so you would clearly just use the number of days in that month, is water, steps. I'm so sorry. Apparently there's a fire engine going by. Oh my gosh. Water, steps, sleep, workouts, vitamins, and calories. I think that's great. So you'll get your total calories for the month, but then you'll have the daily breakdown. That's fantastic. And more manageable for me to track. The reverse side has my fitness goals for the month, 3 lines. That's great. My nutritional goals for the month, perfect. They go hand in hand. Motivations and rewards, cool. Weight overview, so I guess by week. Oh, I love that there's 5 here because, sometimes there are 5 Mondays in a week, and I have a Monday start, so that's great. Again, this is from the Plum Paper. It was an accessory pack. So the date, the weight, total gain and loss, I hit my goals, yes or no, notes. How were my fitness habits this month? Very poor, poor, average, good, excellent. And I guess some room to reflect. How was my food and nutrition intake? Very poor, poor, average, good, excellent, and some other lines so I can reflect. And again, I think I'm going to put this right up front so that I don't forget about it. So I think I love this planner. Month to month, everything stays the same within it. And the dividers are very just clean and simple. Yeah. And then let me just go to the back in case there's oh yeah. So there is I did get another accessory pack. Oh, please. And that was social media. we'll try it out. But I haven't figured out how I'm going to use these. But I just thought since they had it and it was of interest to me, I would do it. But there's 3 major social media goals, 1, 2, 3, monthly steps to achieve goals, daily steps, 1 goal, goal 1 date, goal 2 date, goal 3 date. And then it takes you through a posting guide overview. It's just interesting stuff. Social media intentions. I guess this would be the great time to ask you to please like and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, I'm trying to let it grow, and I would appreciate it if you would do those things. And I appreciate you watching, so thank you so much. And I'll go through, overview by month, things like that. So I thought that was interesting. And then let's just get to the back. Oh, there was part of the social media. Oh, it comes with an envelope. Part of the social media was also contacts. I just separated it. Passwords. Obviously, if you're ever going to use this password sheet, don't take your planner out of the house or out of the office, because that's not smart. And then the back has a calendar and some extra pages, and then the back cover. But I love the customization, customization capabilities. Whew, that's a mouthful. So we're going with plum paper. We're going to give it a whirl. I'm actually excited about it. Now, what I started off doing, again, this is a Kelva Plan cover. I absolutely love it. These are Live Love Posh rings, discs. Yeah. So this is what I thought, where I thought I would be going in 2026. But what I think I'm going to do is use this planner on the go versus the other planner that might start getting bulky when I fill it up. But if I have to go on the go, and you'll see why this might be that choice. This is just some motivational stickers that I took out of different sticker books. And this is from Happy Planner. It's it's page protectors for the mini. They have them for the mini and they had them for the big. They've been out of it for years for the classic size, which, is so annoying, because I would love to do this. I once watched a video where someone put a photo of their weight loss journey and different milestones. That would be so fun, but they don't have it in stock. So this was the original plum paper planner. That's a tongue twister. Plum paper planner. Anyway, this is the original one I ordered, and because it's such a far departure from what I'm used to, it scared me. So I had to order a different one. But I love the gray. Again, plain. I love that. I may decorate it, but my way. Again, I love the Monday start, and that's where this goes. These are the special dates again. So the setup is fairly simple. Again, there are versions with color and different things, and you really should just go to that site, because it's really mind-blowing how well they are able to tailor things for different people, I thought. So January, it has that same layout that I'll probably use in the same way, but maybe not with stickers. I was thinking of using the Friction gel pens in this, and the Friction highlighters. So that's how I can color coordinate, customize, and save the stickers for the book that I use, whereas this one will probably, get really trashed, because I'm gonna throw it in my tote and take it with me every day. I plan a lot. I have so many to-dos. I can't stand it, but I'm gonna really try and get things done. Again, the monthly layout, I ordered the same kind. And this is what scared me. I thought I was going to love this. All the lines in the vertical. So it's the same vertical layout, but it has all the lines. And how I thought I wanted to use it was breaking it up by morning, afternoon, and evening with my appointments and different things to do. And if I've scheduled any gym classes and things like that. And then I got scared because I realized I might have the same problem that I did with redating other planners, in that if I only use these in that way, I might get mountains where I put stickers in the same place every layout. For example, if I constantly put a quote sticker right here, it's gonna puff up when I close my planner because every week it's gonna bulk up. I don't want that. So I think on the go, and I might be able to time block this as well, is to use highlighters instead and just make this a really functional working planner that I take with me. And then what's not, what's relevant goes into my other planner that I will use, but this one is the one that I can mark up, write notes on the fly and things like that. That's what I'm thinking. Because I feel like I can decorate it, because obviously when I don't have things, I put stickers there, but I don't want to because of that reason. I know 3 days a week I have to travel for my job. So easily those 3 days could bulk up and not. So I'll have like a slope, and I don't want that. So that's how I think I'm using this. Do I love this layout? Yes, I absolutely do, because it will enable me to clearly map out my days and be more productive. That's my goal. So I do love it. And I will probably use this maybe more for fitness stuff as well, so I can track things in it now that I will have more space. My fitness classes are what during the week tend to change the most. Like if I'm stuck working and I can't make it to the gym, or I can't, I have to cross it out. Whereas in my current planner, I had a sticker, and then I have to put another sticker over it or write over it that says canceled, rescheduled. So I feel like in this one, I can easily write in it with the friction pens or highlighters and erase it, move it, cross it out, and I won't really care because it's not, it won't make the jump back to my other planner. And then in my other planner, I could just put what my final, class was or whatever that was. And this is basically the same. So I don't have the accessories. I thought I was going to put it in this one, but and maybe I will, but I think I'm going to put it in the real planner versus just the to-go one. So this is the goal tracking sheet and the fitness sheet. And then the back of this cover was also that gray color, and it did come with the folder. So that's what we have there. So those are the daily, monthly, get my stuff done planners. And then here's what I have cooking for my financial situation, because I don't like to travel with financial stuff. Belongs at home or at your office. So what I'm doing here is, this is a Happy Planner cover, a Happy Planner discs. I think this is the champagne gold. This is, I don't remember if this was a notebook or a planner, but it's also Happy Planner, but I just like the gold. This is from the old Know Your Worth budget planner. Again, I loved that planner, but redating it was a nightmare. I'm just tired of the bulky wavy gravy from all the days in the week. But we have some envelopes. Those are Happy Planner. These are some, again, that mini page pocket protector thing. I just took some quotes from the budget books. Some of these are from the A Hell of a Plan budget book. Just some motivational things. And then I'm filling this one in with you know, some other motivational things. There's Magic and Saving. Yeah. Hustle hard, girl. So for my financial stuff, I have an overview section where I have the budget categories. This is from a Live Love Posh financial pack, and it's brilliant. So there are budget categories here. So in my tracking, I will refer to these. I actually love these categories. So many of the times I get things that are just not applicable. These are good categories. I can use these. And again, it's from the Live Love Posh. I had a download for this, so I will map in my retirement stuff. I just wanted to have a clean version of it. This is, again, that Live Love Posh financial pack, and I will, you know, fill it in. So the bank accounts and stuff. I will not leave the house with this because no one else needs this information but me. And I actually made some copies of this because I might mess it up. Although I do use my Friction pen, so I love that I can erase that. But not just bank accounts, but also credit cards. So that's why I have extras. There's an annual finance overview, which is great. Account balances to keep track of. I guess you can do this, you know, beginning of the year, end of the year. Annual income tracker, annual bill tracker, subscription tracker. These are monthly subscriptions, quarterly, annually. Debt payoff tracker. It's interesting. They give you a few of those. Debt payoff tracker. This page was actually from the Plum Paper Planner. And I loved it, but I thought it made more sense to put in a financial planner. This is shopping list. So store, website, item, need, want, and the amount. So I'm going to use this as a wish list for like bigger items. So like, you know, I might be gearing up to have to buy a new sofa soon. So things like that. And then I can budget for it. This side, I liked, this was also like a monthly bills, and it's a tracker, you know, January through December. I guess it's for some bills. Oh, other notable expenses. I was going to say I'll have a little bit more than that. So that was interesting. So I'm putting that in this financial planner. This I just made myself, but every year my company has open enrollment, and so I like to track from year to year. I just made a clean version. I like to track year to year, like what my deductions are for medical, dental, vision, flexible spending, you know, 401k, all that stuff. I just printed it out on, this was an extra paper pack from Kelva Plan, her budget planner. And then on the back, I have paycheck check-in. So this is, I also wanted to just start fresh and clean it up, but like, you know, what my salary is and how it changes from year to year, and things like that. So this next section, I'm actually not going to flip through because there's some personal things in there. But what I have in this planning section in the financial book is things like sinking funds, all the breakdowns for those, notes on whether I need to shift or move money, like, you know, rebalancing investments and things like that, in my 401k or whatever. And then that wish list for the purchases with the new sofa, I think that will end up moving into the planning section. And then the next section is for challenges. And that is because I want to start doing some savings challenges, like these fun games. I see everybody do it and I kind of want to play. This one's from Two Sister Bees. So is this one. But I have a bunch of different, you know, those fun savings challenges that I just photocopied and punched to put in here. and I think I want to just start doing them. So in the front, what I have is I just cut down, this was filler paper for a big. I just wrote down all the names of the challenges that I have, and then I'll write down what the money for each of those will get allocated to. You know, is it self-care? Is it like treat yourself to a manicure? Is it vacation? All that stuff. And then I made basically like to go to the bank to figure out what denominations I need to play the games and things like that. So cash withdrawal from checking, savings, whatever it is, the amount, and then the breakdown. And I laminated it. So, and punched it. That was easy. I don't even have a lamination machine. I took it to the local Staples, had them laminate it, and then I cut it out. So, then I'll get to, other savings challenges. Like I've been just trying to use up stickers. So here's a 1 month ahead goal. And so I'll fill these in. But I made some of these. Oh, the quote is from Kelva Plan. I recognize the lettering. And then I have an emergency fund tracker as well. For the budget, again, here are those categories just to remind me. And January. This is that. Actually, you know what? I got so many financial things. I can tell you 9.25. Okay, so this is the Live, Love, Posh, Fit financial pack. And it's monthly budget overview, total income, expenses, difference. So this is really your income, debits, debts, and savings. This is your budget. And here's so it goes in order. This is the overview. So I guess this is what happened. This is your monthly budget where you're working, calculations, your monthly bill tracker, monthly savings tracker, monthly expenses. This might be a little bit more than I need to do because it looks a little much, but we'll give it a shot. I just thought it was super organized. Monthly expenses, monthly expense breakdown. And this is again by those categories, which this is great. But what I usually do is I'm not this organized. I feel like these monthly things are great, but I get paid every 2 weeks, so 26 times a year. And so that's why the monthly things are always hard for me. So I saw that Kelva Plan just came out with this filler pack, and I'm thinking this is really what is good for me. So it's a paycheck budget. So I can do all my scratch calculations on here by payday. And it's great because most months there are 2 pay periods for me. So I have the front and the back, and I will just put that in the planner and work with that. And then I can neatly fill out what happened for the month. But, you know, on payday, I do chicken scratch depending on like other expenses that came up that I wasn't anticipating. And you know, yeah, I can track it by the month, but I also need to be in the moment for, you know, each paycheck. You know, and how much I need to move over for sinking funds per paycheck and things like that versus per month. Anyway, so that's half of this paper pack. And then the other half of this paper pack is this cash envelope budget. So this could be really handy if you do cash envelope stuffing, or for me, I might rejigger it a little bit for my savings, those savings games that I'm going to play, those challenges. But I thought it was really helpful and handy. So I got a pack of those, and I'm looking forward to putting it to good use, good and productive use. These dividers are Kelva Plan as well. Yeah, and they're basically each month is the same. So that's what I'm going to do for my financial planner. Get organized there. Anyway, that's what I have for 2026. The goal is to use up the stickers, and I'm on a mission to do it. But I like these new planners. We'll see how the plum paper stickers, how well the stickers adhere and maybe reposition on the plum paper paper. If you've used a plum paper planner before, and let me know how the stickers fared. Did they work for you? Let me know down below in the comments. And also, I would love to know if you felt it was easy to use the plum paper planner compared to any other planners, as far as decorating it and things like that. So yeah, thank you all for joining. And here we go to a fabulous new planner year. Take care. Bye.